We've got this one from Erica. I'm not sure if this was, this might have been an email. We're going to say it's an email. Erica probably emailed us questions at askjoedimatteo.com. That's questions at askjoedimatteo.com. We need your questions too. We take them very seriously. Okay, here's what she said. For years, I've been struggling with my weight. Diets just seem impossible after a few days. My doctor has suggested starting Wegovy, and I told her that I would seriously consider it and began doing research. One Google search later, and I was horrified to find numerous headlines about the side effects. Things like blindness and major tooth problems are being thrown around, and it's honestly making me really nervous. My doctor told me about the potential of nausea, but the thought of losing my eyesight or having my teeth fall out is obviously a huge deterrent. Could you guys possibly dedicate some time to the podcast to address this? I know you've talked about hyped up headlines, but this is freaking me out. Are these actual risks? Thanks so much, Erica.
There's obviously a lot of different angles we can go in here, and I'm sure we will, but I'm just going to jump straight to kind of the scary headlines to the blindness and teeth loss.
Pulled a bunch of them up.
Yeah, and I think the blindness part, so there are a few case reports. What it's coming from, though, is for diabetic patients, okay, whose blood sugar improves very rapidly. They have some degree of a condition called diabetic retinopathy. It seems counterintuitive, but it is an eye disease caused by diabetes. But if the blood sugar is improved very rapidly, it can create a little bit of an exacerbation. There's a lot of changes physically on the eye at that point. So there is a link there. But essentially, there are no case reports at all for patients who do not have that diabetic retinopathy condition. And that is just one of the many reasons why, for anybody going on this drug, for whatever reason, whether it's straight blood sugar control, weight loss, a combination, is that you start low. You start low. So the key word with this is blood sugar improvement very rapidly, which will not occur if you're following a standard starting at low dose, titrating up aspect. The dental and tooth problems is a similar type, maybe not as direct of a cause, but these are typically caused by severe nausea, reflux, vomiting, as a very intense change in hydration levels that can occur whenever you start these, reduced food intake. There's no direct mechanism or real evidence that it's directly caused by the semaglutide or tirzepatide. It would have, if it's kind of come with the starting of the medication, would be probably related to those types of changes. Okay. That's the only thing that I could find related to maybe a direct answering of those kind of scary headlines. There are other things to be concerned about and to weigh, and we can go into those, but I just wanted to jump right into those headlines because that is what can grab you. And I think it's always a case of very popular drug being pushed, so to say, on one end by pharma, by clinicians who are seeing great results from it. Then there's everything's still a business. Who can create a business on that side? We just went over that. Who creates a business on the other side in media, on YouTube videos, on TikTok? It is those scary headlines. It is those types of things. So whenever a medication starts to rise in esteem, and is being marketed, then you're going to have this other side nowadays in the way our media is, where these things can become so much in the forefront at a Google search. And I just think it's important to understand that there are issues, yes, but those severe ones, they don't quite add up to reality of true, genuine risk.
Something people need to be. So just going over what you said again, just real quickly. So you said the blindness issue was specifically people with diabetic retinopathy, and it's a result of rapid improvement of blood sugar.
Yes.
So if you don't have diabetic retinopathy, this is not something you need to sweat. If you do, obviously you should be talking to your ophthalmologist and doctor about all of those things. And then for the teeth issues, you said it was vomiting and nausea and like dry mouth.
Yeah, dry mouth can, lead to decay. So usually there's some underlying issue already related to tooth decay, to gum issues, then a pretty intense, what can kind of come together of severe nausea, reflux, vomiting that can genuinely occur with these medications. Absolutely, those are valid side effects you should be aware of. Another reason to titrate up slowly. Then you combine that with significantly reduced food intake, a lot of changes in the mouth, reduced hydration. With these meds, you want to make sure you're hydrating. It can potentially exacerbate kind of as a secondary, cause.
So again, people just take it low and slow and don't be in a rush.
Yeah. And hey, if you have some issues with your teeth that are already that you're already aware of, and those are going on, it's something to be aware of. But I think to me, the question is asking, like, I have healthy teeth and all of a sudden these people started taking this drug and their teeth decayed. That's not what's happening. No.
Got it. All right. That is very helpful. Erica, I hope that helps. Good luck.